Hello. Okay, so we are going to go over what a Bildungsroman is. So, The House on Mango Street is a type of Bildungsroman novel. So, let's kind of clarify what this is because you will be adding this into your presentations on a weekly basis, and through your actual lens, you're going to be analyzing what stage of Bildungsroman the protagonist is in as they go through their journey. So, Bildungsroman is a coming of age novel. So, this is actually a funny sounding word. It's a German word. And when we break it down, the first part, Bildung, means formation. The last part, Roman, means novel. So literally, a Bildungsroman is a novel of formation. So what that means is that it's a novel that explores how people become who they are. What is the journey from childhood through adolescence to maturity or adulthood that forms the person that the protagonist is or becomes. So when we look at a Bildungsroman novel, remember you guys are going to be recreating this entire graphic into page 54 of your ISN. So the first stage of a Bildungsroman novel, the first set of 4 stages, is what is called the loss. And so this doesn't necessarily have to be like an actual death or a loss of something. It's just an event that occurs that results in like a change or a loss. It's something that spurs the protagonist on this journey towards growth. So they get what is called their call to adventure, their search for answers, their search for who they are, and they head off on this type of a journey. And so while they're in the loss, the top part of this formation, they're in what is known as the known world. This is their comfort zone. This is what they've always been exposed to, what they're aware of, and where they're comfortable being. When they get on this call to adventure or this journey, they start to move out of that comfort zone. On their way out, they're going to encounter what are called, they'll pass that threshold and they encounter their threshold guardians. This is who or what character or characters are holding them back, who or what is trying to keep them in that comfort zone, in that safe area. And so part of that call to adventure is overcoming that first obstacle, getting out of that comfort zone. Okay, as they embark on this, they encounter stage 2, which literally is the journey. So this is the growth process the protagonist goes through. This is the education the protagonist gets once they transition out of that known world, once they pass that threshold and are out of where they're comfortable into an area or a literal physical place where they are uncomfortable. And on this journey, they come across challenges, they come across temptations, and just so during that call to adventure, they cross that threshold and now they're on the journey towards the coming of age, towards life, towards adulthood. As they are going on that journey, obviously they're going to encounter helpers. These are people or things that are going to help the protagonist overcome their challenges. And so encounter many throughout. And then on that journey, we know we get them into that unknown world. This is the learning zone. And learning can be easy or learning can be hard. And in order for any major change to happen, of course, you encounter this major obstacle. Okay, this major conflict. This is where it gets hard. And so this leads us into stage 3. And stage 3 is called the revelation. So the revelation is that main obstacle or conflict is faced and it's overcome, because this is a coming of age novel. So the protagonist experiences a psychological, a moral, or a spiritual growth from all of these obstacles that transforms them and reveals during the revelation what their future is going to be, the type of person they're going to evolve into. So after that revelation is revealed to them, they start to transform. And this is how they start to navigate and understand their place in this unknown world. This is where they start, the learning is coming to fruition. So remember, we've had 3 stages so far. We've had the loss, their call to adventure. As they go on the call to adventure, they, excuse me, go into their journey. They have helpers that help them. They move into the main conflict, which is the revelation. They start the transformation and understanding their place in the unknown world. And eventually they come back up past that threshold again, and they get into stage 4, which is the maturation or maturing. This is where the protagonist returns to their place of origin. They return back to the known world, but they're a changed character. They have new knowledge, they have new wisdom, and they have the ability to help others with this new knowledge. So everything that they've learned on this journey and during this revelation now helps them, and it becomes a part of their known world. Hence, the formation in Bildungs. And so this is how the protagonists become who they are. We see this in all kinds of novels and movies. This is literally the Star Wars trilogy, where Luke starts off as that whiny kid and then goes on the call to adventure with Yoda and all of these things, goes on his journey to becoming a Jedi. It's revealed that, Darth Vader is his father, and he gets the maturation where he's the full Jedi and can experience things. This happens in Harry Potter. This happens in almost any major just coming of age series or movie that you've ever seen. So as you are looking at and reading The House on Mango Street, I want you guys to keep in mind that the main character is going through these stages. So as you're analyzing everything in the different vignettes through your lens, I also want you to start explaining and identifying what stage of the process of the Bildungsroman is the protagonist in. What is their call to adventure? Who are those threshold guardians? What are their helpers? Where is their comfort zone? When do they start to move out of that into the learning zone or the unknown world? What might be those big vignettes that are the revelation, those obstacles? And then how does the main character start to transform during their time on Mango Street into that maturation? Okay, all right, so page 54, obviously we want color, we want detail, and I will answer any questions that you have as we go into this analysis more.